back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing a homemade apple pie recipe with you guys. I'm going to be using Pillsbury dough pie crust, and then I'm going to be making my own apple pie filling with some fresh apples that we picked yesterday. So I'm going to be showing you how I'm making the filling, and then I'm actually going to be making like apple pie cookies instead of like the traditional apple pie. So I'm going to share with you guys how I do that, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And our meat dehydrator is going right now. We're making some beef jerky, so if you guys hear something in the background, that's what it is. But I'm just going to be using this one gigantic apple that we picked, and then I've got two smaller ones that they kind of look the same, so I'm guessing they're probably the same apple because I wanted to do them like all the same. So first thing I'm going to do is cut these up. I'm going to peel them and then dice them really small to use them in the filling. So I have this apple peeler that my mother-in-law gave me, so I'm actually going to be using this. All the pieces are as small as I want them to be because I am going to be making like cookies instead of like a large pie, so I want like the pieces to be smaller. I was throwing all my apples into this saucepan as I was cutting them. I'm just going to set that on the stove now. So to make the filling, I'm going to be using probably between 1/4 of a cup and 1/2 of a cup of sugar. I'm going to put some cinnamon in there, maybe about a tablespoon of cinnamon, maybe not that much, I'm not sure. I'll kind of just do it whatever it looks right. And then probably about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch, and then I've got a cup of water. And then I will add like more if I need any more, because I will just add more if I need any more. I turned the stove on to medium. Starting off with 1/4 of a cup of sugar. And a tablespoon of cornstarch. So I'm just going to stir all that up. I'm adding in another 1/2 cup of water. And so then I'm going to do a little bit more of the rest of the ingredients. Stir this up and bring it to a boil, and then when it starts to boil, I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer for a little bit so that it gets like really thick and nice, like the apple pie filling that you want. Okay, I don't know how well you can see that, but it is starting to like thicken up actual apple pie filling like we want. So I'm going to turn it down to just simmer. So while that's sitting, I'm going to roll out my pie crust. And then I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to fill it and everything. So you will need both Pillsbury pie crusts that come in the pack. One of them is going to be your bottom layer, and then the other one We're gonna like slice them into just like strips, and then we're gonna like braid the top of it, and then we're gonna use a cookie cutter to cut out our cookies. So now I'm just going to cut this whole thing into strips. You're going to need some cinnamon sugar, 1 egg, so I've got an egg and I'm just going to, I've got my egg in there now, and I'm just going to beat up my egg. Then you're going to need one of these little brush thingies, whatever these are called. I do not know what those are called. And then, I mean, you can use whatever shape you want. I'm just using the leaf because I don't have a circle, so I'm just going to be using this leaf one, I think. So one thing you can do with this is you can put a layer of caramel first if you want, but I'm just doing the apple pie filling today. So I'm just going to take my apple pie filling and just put it right on here and then spread it out. So this is what it looks like so far. So good, it smells so delicious. So now I'm gonna start making like the lace design on my cookies. So how I'm gonna do that is I'm just gonna take it and lay it across like this. I'm trading these out and I'm keeping the longest ones for like the middle of this. So like this one will go perfect right there. Okay, now that I've done the little design on the outside, I'm going to take the egg wash and I'm going to brush it on all of it, and then I'm going to sprinkle the cinnamon and sugar. I'm just going to sprinkle cinnamon sugar all over. So now I'm going to take my fall leaf cookie cutter and cut out my cookies. cookie cutter was not working. The middle area of the dough got really soggy, and I think it's because I didn't use the caramel, because last time I made these I did use caramel and they came out really, really well. So my tip to you is put caramel down over the dough before you put the apple filling, and I'm sure it'll taste much better as well. But so I ended up just kind of like cutting like little squares and then just throwing them on there. So I'm gonna put them in the oven and let them bake about 10 minutes and then see how they look. Alright guys, here is the finished product. I ended up cooking them for about 12 minutes, and you really just want to make sure that they start to brown a little bit on the sides so that when they cool off they are a little bit hard and crunchy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little homemade apple pie cookie recipe. Maybe you guys can try it, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we do. Make sure you add the caramel though. I will definitely be doing that next time. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.